All right, welcome to the Juices Dojo. So I'm here at St. Anne's and 149th Street in the Bronx. And it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So at my school, we have to wear green. As you know, I work at a school. So wearing my green Jet jersey. One of my favorite players at the time, Wayne Corbett. Small dude, but heart of a lion. So with that in mind, mental health awareness, we got to try to get to that heart of a lion. But let me proceed. So right behind me is these white bikes. You see all throughout New York City a white bike. And what that signifies is that someone was killed on their bicycle. Actually, there's a little sign here. I don't think you can see it. But it says, cyclists killed here. Rest in peace. And there's a website, www.ghostbikes.org. So, you never know when your time is going to come, people. You never know, but one thing's for certain, we're all going to have our day. We're all going to have our day. So, Stephen Covey says, to begin with the end in mind. What does that mean? Well, to just imagine yourself on your deathbed. You died, you're at your funeral, and people are coming in a procession to pay their respects. Well, what do you want them to say about you? You know? And whatever that is, whatever you would like people to say about you when you're dead, then try to live that life accordingly. You know, hey, this guy was a good father. Well, then do what a good father does. Oh, this guy exhibit bravery. Well, exhibit what bravery entails. You know, step up, show up, stand up. So there's also, if in this mental health awareness, a lot of the problems, if you're suicidal or just fucking depressed, is by Eckhart Tolle. Part of it is that you're living in your head. You think too much. That's what it is. You're thinking too much. So there's a guy, Eckhart Tolle, world-renowned author, and he has this book called The Power of Now. So the guy's about to commit suicide. He's on a park bench, and he says, damn, I can't take myself any longer. And that's when it dawned on him. He goes, I can't take myself? He's like, what are there, two of me? And that's when it dawned on him, is that he's not being present. You're in your mind too much. So they're not two of you, but so you're thinking. Stop thinking so much. Be present in the exact moment, like right now. Can you smell the air? Can you feel your skin? Can you feel your fingertips? We really don't even think about that. But being present, that's part of the key. Being present. Mental health, first step, is that awareness. Also, Sadhguru, a famous mystic, all through YouTube. He has famous books. He cares about the soil and the earth. And he also says, we suffer because of our incredible imagination and memory. We suffer things today that happened 20 years ago. How is that? Because you're thinking about the past. We suffer things that haven't even occurred yet. That happens in the future. That's our imagination. How is that? I'm suffering for something that hasn't even happened yet. Because I'm thinking what's going to happen 3, 4, 5 years from now. Yes, there's a place to organize your life for the future. But be present. Work on that. Once again, you could do that through meditation. Breathing. And just trying to, in Buddhism, they say no mind. Zazen. Have no mind, no thinking. And when you're not thinking, you're not suffering. That's part of it. Now, to take this to the physicality of it, Andrew Tate gives a wonderful example where he received this email from this guy who wanted to commit suicide. And Andrew Tate wrote back, he was like, listen, give me 1 year. Go to the gym, get a 6-pack. After you get the 6-pack, 6-pack abs, if you want to kill yourself, hey, go ahead. Sayonara. All right? So, turned out time went by. Supposedly the guy writes back like a year and a half later. He's like, oh, Andrew, Andrew Tate, thank you so much. You saved my life. I got back in the gym. I started hitting it hard. I developed a sense of purpose. And that feeling of that suicide feeling was totally evaporated. Totally evaporated. So that just goes to show you, if you have your mission, your purpose, being present, then you no longer suffer. You no longer suffer. And it's what Rocky movie. One of this famous quote that he says, a famous scene in the movie, where he's like, hey, life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and nasty place, and it'll beat you down to your knees if you let it. And he's like, it's not about how hard you can get hit, but it's how hard you can. It's not how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Right? Hey, life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Do people think that life is supposed to be happy, happy, joy, joy all the time? No, it's not like that. There's going to be suffering. Even in the Buddhist mindset, suffering is a given, but there's a way to get out of suffering. And that has to do with, first, your mindset of a different framework. And you can help yourself by getting back into that gym, getting that six-pack. I would say to you seriously, I'm all about jiu-jitsu. Start jiu-jitsu. You want to punch yourself? You want to punish yourself? Then go roll as a white belt with a purple belt. Purple belt and higher. Purple, brown, black. You'll suffer 1,000 deaths over and over and over. And you're going to find out that you're going to love it. You're going to get addicted to it. And you're no longer going to want to kill yourself. You're going to want to get better at this art. Because now you have something to work towards. And you're putting your body and your mind to the test. Developing that warrior spirit inside. That's what it's about, people. That's what I'm trying to do. I was rolling last night with a big dude. And I learned my lesson from the last time I rolled with him. I wasn't trying to get stuck on bottom. I was using my feet on his hips, pushing away, trying to do some attacks, and trying to avoid him smashing me, which he did last week. Not this week, not yesterday. Learned my lesson. And I knew when I asked him to roll. Great guy, by the way. Great guy. But I knew going up against him, I'm a blue belt. He's a white belt, but he is humongous, and he has dedication. He's been doing it for a while, and he does love the art, and he'll be blue soon enough. But I knew I was gonna have my hands full, because his weight and his speed and his youth. But I was happy about it. I walked out of there feeling great. And once again, when you're getting strangled or you're in that position where you have to use all your strength, nothing matters in the world. Nothing. Because you're not even thinking. You can't. You're trying to survive. And we all have that within us. All have that. Just got to develop it. And at the end of the day, I'm going to end it with what Andrew Tate says. You know what? Seriously, fuck your emotions. Fuck your emotions. Level up. That's the name of the game. Guys, thanks for listening. This is the Juices Dojo. Never say die.